Well, the commander's talking something about honor and loyalty, so I hit him with the mercenary stare. Yeah. I got tagged in that previous video a lot, and it allows me to talk about one of my favorite mercenary groups in all of history, the condottieri, because if there is any group of mercenaries that would sum up that kind of mentality, it is these Italians right here. I'm pretty sure that people already understand at this point how mercenaries are supposed to work. A king has his personal retinue as well as the levy of peasants that he is able to draft into a conflict, but that force is then supplemented by semi-professional fighters that typically would receive, say, either immediate monetary benefits, the right to raid and pillage, or other such things to supplement their income, and they would then serve as a, as I said, supplementary force. One of the key reasons this was done is because oftentimes it was seen as cheaper and easier to just hire mercenaries when it is that you needed versus constantly having to pay for a professional army. And yeah, that is technically speaking true, but also it could very easily work against you, as the Italians often did. Basically, for several hundred years, there was this little event called the Italian Wars that were going on, where all these varying little states inside of Italy were fighting each other, and then the greater powers around them were also fighting them for power and influence. And so because warfare was constant during this time, mercenaries were very popular, and the condottieri had this habit of kind of gaming the system, where rival companies of mercenaries would work together to elongate conflicts and fight, but not necessarily really fight, so it is that they could just continue to get paid. And so yes, for anyone who has had a bad renovation or construction job, they are in fact the sleazy contractors of the 14th century.